It's time to add some sounds to our Hype movie, and there's a few different places we can add sound to. I can add sound on a button event like a mouse over or hover event, which is what we're going to do. You could play a sound when a button is pressed, or you can play a sound from timeline actions to sync them with a certain event in your in the animation of the scene. So we're going to add some hover sounds to our buttons, which is just another way of indicating to the user that this is something interactive that you should try clicking. So let's just click on try the door, and in my actions inspector, it's very easy. I'm just going to say on mouse over, add an action, and I'm going to choose play sound for my action, and I'm going to choose a sound from my assets folder. So I'm just going to go desktop, Hype Workshop, assets, audio, and the sound that I want to use is pop. And it's just important to note at this stage that all of your sounds should be MP3s and should be encoded at 96 kilobits per second to keep the file size down. If you are not sure how to edit sounds and that sort of thing, it's something that you should have done in one of your previous Media Lab workshops or anyway, I just urge you to go and revise that or ask around other students about how you might get the sounds you need for your project and get them in the right file format. Okay, so I'm going to just double click on pop.mp3, and that's put that sound into my button on the rollover state. I'm going to do the same thing for jump the wall. Let's just add an action on mouse over, play sound, and because I've already imported that sound, I can just select it from here. So there we go, pop.mp3 is there for jump the wall. I'm going to choose a different sound for the mouse over event for this button. So just go on mouse over and choose play sound, and I've already imported this to my Hype project. It's in the resources folder here. The sound is called Scream. There it is, scream.mp3. So I'm just going to select that from the list, Scream. Okay, so let's preview this scene and see what the effect of adding those sounds to our buttons is. Just going to go preview scene in browser. It might be a bit hard to hear these sounds, but here we go. That's the clicking pop sound on these two, and this one gets that scream sound. Fantastic. Okay, the next thing we want to do is I just want to show you quickly how to add timeline sounds. So if I go to the blam scene here, when this text appears, blam, I want to have a sound to accompany that, a gunshot sound. So you guys know how to add timeline actions now. At the beginning, very beginning of this scene, I want to add a keyframe in the timeline actions, and I'm going to play a sound, and this sound is, again, it's one I've already imported into Hype. I'm just going to choose it from here. It's called handgun, handgun.mp3. So now let's just, the help scene transitions into this blam scene. So I'm actually going to click on this one, and oh, I see. Actually, no, I'll just go straight from this scene. All right, let's just preview this scene and see what happens. So there's a nice crisp gunshot sound right at the beginning of that scene. And you'll see that I've already added a sound here, which is a sort of atmospheric music sound. If I double click on that keyframe, you can see there's already a timeline action to play sound, and the sound is this music drama MP3 that I that I've already got in my project. So take a look around at the project and try adding those keyframes and adding those sounds to buttons and to timeline actions.